Hey Nash, what should we make?
It looks like the Carl's Jr. CEO also had something to say regarding the McDonald's CEO's burger bite. So we should probably try one of their newish Cali XL burgers and then make our own version.
All right, let's get one of Carl's Jr.'s Cali XL burgers and see if we can make it better. Welcome back to Chaos Kitchen, where we found ourselves in the middle of a burger war. It started with the big arch when McDonald's CEO came out and took his little 20 bite. Then, of course, we did the double Whopper because the Burger King CEO had to weigh in. And Carl's Jr. CEO couldn't be bothered to put up a video, but they did post this regarding their Cali XL Burger, which came out last November, so actually before the big arch, whatever that means. So either way, we're gonna get one, see what we're dealing with, and then see if we can make our version a lot better. Without further ado, let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Carl's Jr.'s Cali XL Burger. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we're dealing with. You notice this is the only one that doesn't come in like that sort of cardboard box. So it does tend to get squished, which is whatever. Does it really matter? I don't think so. Similar to the other two, you know, we got two, probably, I think, quarter pound-ish patties. This one, it looks like we got special sauce, just like the big arch. Grilled onions, so that's new, but I like that. Cheese on, looks like both patties, kind of hard to tell. And then we got some tomato, lettuce. No pickles? No pickles. All right, cool. So that's what we're working with. Let's get going. First thing we do is make that special sauce. So we start with a small bowl. We have a quarter cup of mayo in there. I'll put the exact measurements in the recipe, link below, so you don't have to write anything down or whatever. About a tablespoon of ketchup. Again, make the sauce to your liking. Tablespoon of sweet pickle relish, about a teaspoon of yellow mustard, a teaspoon of vinegar. I'm using apple cider because I think it's good, but use whatever vinegar you want. I think white is probably the standard. Half a teaspoon of sugar, and then about a quarter teaspoon, a pinch, whatever you decide, of onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, black pepper, and salt. And we get all this combined. Then we give that a taste, see if it needs anything. This one tastes great, so we're off to the races. Then we want to cut some onions. And it looked like those were diced. We don't necessarily need to dice them, but we'll dice them-ish. We'll just make them smaller. How about that? And then we will get a couple of tomato slices, even though I think they just had one, whatever. We'll do two. Tomatoes are good, and they're good for you. So take those tomato slices, I'm gonna season them up with just a little bit of salt. And then we get out our patties. There's 2 quarter-pound patties, 80/20 ground chuck. So then we're gonna hit these guys with a little bit of kosher salt, some pepper, and a little bit of that garlic powder. Make sure and get both sides. We gotta make our grilled onions. So to a hot pan on high heat. The difference between grilling onions and caramelizing them is that caramelizing onions, you gotta go low and slow, and you wanna get a nice caramelization. Grilled onions are more high heat, kind of quick, doesn't take too long. There's gonna be a little bit of caramelization, but also a little bit of char, a little bit of softening. It's kind of the best of all the worlds. So throw those in there. No need for any butter or any of that. Make sure and throw it in there so violently that it skips right out of the pan and goes who knows where. And we just get these guys sort of cooking. And basically, we're just cooking these guys down until they release all that moisture that onions have in there. Get a little bit of color, a little bit of softening, and that's pretty much it. So for now, we just let these guys go. We'll hit these guys with a little bit of salt. Then once your onions have softened a little bit, have some good color, and are nice and grilled, we can go ahead and kill the heat. And we pull these guys out of the pan and set them aside. Then we grab our bun, just a standard sesame seed bun. Then we give both sides just a little bit of butter. Then on a hot griddle or in a hot pan, we go ahead and throw our guys down. Once you have a nice golden brown toast, then we go ahead and pull those guys. And we put down some oil, or in this case, a little bit of beef tallow, just because we have it. Then we add our patties. And as per usual, you don't wanna, they're not smash burgers, so we're not trying to smash them, we're pushing down hard. I'm just putting a little bit of gentle pressure on there so they get a nice even sear. And then we just wanna cook these guys to get a nice golden brown crust on both sides and cook through to medium rare or medium or well done, however you prefer. Probably about 4 to 5 minutes per side. Now once we have a nice sear, we can go ahead and flip these guys. And then we cook them until we get a nice sear on the other side. Then when we got about a minute left, we put cheese on both these guys. We're using American because it looks like that's what Carl's used. And then we'll just put a lid on these guys and let that cheese melt while our burgers finish cooking. And once your cheese is melted and our burgers are done, we can go ahead and stack these guys up and pull them off, set that aside, and kill the heat. All right, so we start with our bun, and we put some of our special sauce on both the top and the bottom. Don't be stingy. Put as much as you want. It's your burger. Then onto the bottom, we'll put our tomatoes. It's a lot of tomatoes. Oh well, that'll be good. And then some of our shreddis. That's shredded lettuce for anyone who didn't pick that up. Although I think it's pretty obvious, but that's all good. Try not to make a huge mess. And then we'll throw our patties on top of that. And we'll put some of our grilled onions on our lid. And then we'll put that lid on, give our guy a little smush, because it's kind of a tall ass burger. And there's our version of Carl's Jr. Whoop, let's clean that up. And there's our Chaos Cali XL Burger. Looks good. So there's our Carl's Jr. version of the Cali XL, and there's ours. And there we have Carl's Jr.'s Cali XL Burger versus the Chaos version. And it's time for a bite. I guess we'll go with the Carl's one first. Cheers. And now our version. Cheers. Look, the Carl's one kind of got smushed. I always thought the cardboard box thing was stupid, but I guess maybe it does help, because when they come in the cardboard boxes, like the McDonald's one, usually it doesn't get smushed, but this one did get smushed. So it didn't look, in the picture, I'm sure it didn't look that great. However, I will say this is a pretty darn good burger. Still kind of dry, still could be more seasoned, but the sauce is nice. I like the grilled onions addition. It's not a bad burger. And coming in at $6, it is the cheapest of all of the burgers that we're looking at in this little series. That being said, our burger is way better, and it came in, I think we made it for about a little over $5. So way better. You could just tell it looks better, but we used all the same components as them. The grilled onions are super nice. I do like that special sauce with the tomatoes and lettuce. Very good. I would probably add some pickles, but other than that, it's a damn good burger. Out of 10. That's what I think, but hey, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey bud, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I just got off the phone with some folks about being part of the next Artemis rocket launch and being involved in the first moon landing.
But dude, we've already landed on the moon.
That's what you think.
Well, check it out. We got the Carl's Jr. Cali XL Burger, and then of course we made our own version. And of course we made a dog-friendly version just for you. Well, here you go. What do you think?
That's a dang good burger. The special sauce is a nice addition.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
You can't wear your old identity and walk in your new one.
Nash approves, I approve. Look, the Carl's Jr. Cali XL is a good burger. It's a good burger at a good price, but ours was better. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you all. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. And hey, if you want to see some more of our crazy videos, go check them out somewhere over here. And just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. Until next time, be good and peace.